Hi, welcome back. My name's Atlas, and this is my friend Peyton.
Yeah.
And I have a few afterlife questions for you, Peyton. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so my first one is, do you believe in ghosts?
I do.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
Because I used to see shadow people a lot. Like I would often see them like in the hallways and like through their doors, and I would always like check to look, and then I would just like run down the hall, and like I would be terrified of windows and stuff because I sometimes would just like mix up the reflections and think they were the shadow people there.
Oh.
And my mom said when I was like really young, when I was like a baby, that I used to play with someone, but like no one was there. She believed it was my my great grandpa, which I think I like met like
When you were a few months.
yeah, like before that, but like a while before. So it made sense. It was just like weird.
Fair enough. Do you have an afterlife system that you believe in?
I don't know if I really believe in an afterlife system, but I kind of do.
Which system?
Like,
Do you believe in the Bible's system of like heaven and hell? Well, a spin-off of that one, like Dante's Inferno, the seven rings of hell. Do you believe that it's just one big ol' system that your beliefs place where you go?
I feel like it might just be one big thing where like it's a kind of combination of things, just depending on what your brain thinks fits for you. Like I think it is picked out like where you fit the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes like how people get stuck in the mortal realm, so they don't really go to afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just why they are like spirits and ghosts. But I do think that they can change from like restfulness to like spirits and interact with the mortal world, and they can do all that.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty silly.
Those are all my questions for you. Do you have any for me?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, then, thank you, Peyton.
I hope the
Hi, Devin is our friend.
Hello.
And I have a few questions for him. You ready?
Maybe.
Well, you should be. So, my first question is, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause I was in my house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like a Saturday night. I was home alone, playing with my grandpa's ash. And
How is his ashes relevant to the story?
no, 'cause he's dead.
Okay.
Just like the guy I'm about to talk about, but you know.
Okay.
So I was walking downstairs. There's only supposed to be me and my dog.
Okay.
You know, all the bedrooms are upstairs. There's like 3 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Okay.
All the doors are closed except for one. Because, you know, during the summer and the winter, you know, the house will shift. And the one door that wouldn't close was my mom's door.
Okay.
That one was always open. And so I was
so
walking
funny.
downstairs. My dog was sleeping on the couch. And I hear a creak. You know, my house is mostly made out of wood.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I remember. It was super creaky. And so I'm walking down the stairs and I hear a loud creak behind me. Not like a little creak, like a loud one. Like someone took a step. So I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, middle of the stairs, turn around, no one there. Just the hallway, 2 doors and a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
4 doors and a mirror. And, you know, I keep walking down the stairs. I get to the bottom. And at the very bottom, instead, the stairs are carpeted, but the floor was hardwood. Not hardwood, tile. The floor is tile. So, you know, I step on the tile, and tile doesn't really creak. You know, you just kind of hear a plap.
Yep.
You know, your foot steps on it. And so I hear another creak on the stairs, and I'm just wondering, like, who else is in my house? There
Mhm.
shouldn't be anyone else here. 'Cause, you know, I'm home alone. It's me and my dog. So I go to the couch, I sit down, throw my dog across the room, you know, as usual.
Yeah.
But then as she runs outside to, you know, go do her dog things, like dig a hole in
Yeah.
another hole in the yard, there's just another creak.
Yeah.
And so, you know, this time I had enough of it. I went upstairs to the only room that was open, but there's nothing in there. The TV was off, the fan wasn't on, the dog wasn't in the house.
Yeah.
So I don't know why there would be any creaking. And so at that point, I just kind of like gave up. Just be like, all right, whatever. Ghost haunts in my house.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And I just kind of relaxed on the couch for the rest of the night.
That sounds like you had fun.
I did not. That was terrifying. I was
Well,
home alone. What do you
I
mean?
was being sarcastic.
Yeah. Well, you had fun.
I was being sarcastic. Princess. Do you believe in the afterlife?
I do.
What system do you believe in?
I like to think it kind of depends on what you did in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a good person, you might move on to heaven. If you're a bad person, you might go to hell. And if you're kind of done like a little bit of both, you might stay a little bit as a ghost and then move on.
Okay. Well, those
Just
are
so you know, to pay for what you've done, but you weren't bad enough to go to hell.
Is
but
that
you
like
weren't
the
good enough.
therapy realm?
Hmm?
Is staying as a ghost like therapeutic or something?
You don't know. It could be.
You're right.
It
I
could
don't.
be. It could be the worst experience of your life. It could be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Well, those are all my questions for you. Do you have any for me?
No, I don't.
All right, then. Thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm here with Justice,
Hello.
and I have a few questions for you. You ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
That's a good question. Like, I don't know that I would say that they don't exist, but I've had experiences where I thought they were real.
Can you give us an example?
There was this one time with my mom and my sister, back when my sister was really young. She was on the bottom bunk and I was on the top bunk. And she was so small, it was like a huge bed compared to her, right?
Yeah.
Well, my mom had this religious book or something to expel demons out. And when she like read what it said in the book, my sister was like flung off of the bed and a huge claw mark on her back.
Oh. Is your sister okay?
Yeah, she's okay today, but
That's something. Do you believe that there's an afterlife system?
there's gotta be. Like,
Which, do you want to describe what you believe in, system-wise?
well, I'm personally a Christian,
Mhm.
so I believe in heaven and hell. Like,
Do you believe what the Bible strictly teaches as heaven and hell, or do you think there's rules bent?
I'm not saying the Bible's 100% correct. I believe there are things wrong with
Yeah.
the way it's written, for sure.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that. With the heaven and hell system, though, do you believe in that concept, or do you believe how the Bible portrays it?
I believe that if you're a bad person despite being a Christian, you'll go to hell. And if you're a good person, then you may go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't believe that somebody should be sent to hell just because they're not a certain religion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those are all the questions I have for you. Do you have any for me?
What do you believe in the afterlife?
I believe it varies on your religion and what you do / don't believe in. Like with people who are Christians, if they weren't a good Christian, they go to hell. If they were, and like just were a good person in general, they do go to heaven. with people who I think follow the Quran is what it's called, like their holy book in Islam. I believe they have like the same system. Paganism, depending on which god you follow, you might go to an area with that god and or get punished how that god sees fit. Does that answer your question?
That does answer my question.
Okay. Do you have any others?
Can't think of any.
All right. Thank you for your time. Hi, I'm here with Lynn,
Hello.
and I have a few questions for Lynn. Are you ready?
If I say no, do we still continue?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Why?
Had a couple of spooky little things happen to me in my lifetime. We grew up in this trailer in Bonner Springs. Horrible trailer, tiny, a little tin can probably would have been better than that trailer, but, in that trailer, a lot of, spooky, creepy little things happened, but, one of the stories that I think about often is one that I did not get to learn about until I was years older. I was far away from that. It was after, so I had to have been around, maybe 6 years old. I was asleep. My dad was the only one awake. It had to be around, probably 2 in the morning. And he was walking around, and he heard some, a rhythmic kind of squeaking noise. And he was walking around the house trying to figure out where it was coming from. He found out it was in the living room, and he could hear just, squeaks. So he looks up, and the light bulb is slowly turning. Just on its own, it's turning. And then as he's looking up at it, it shatters. It just explodes. He gets, covered in glass. And, of course, he yells and, wakes my grandma and my mom up.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't really think science can explain that one. We got the house, we got the trailer blessed, and it burned down after that, a couple of days after we got it blessed by...
That's just really unfortunate.
And then there wasn't any real cause for the fire. It apparently was just a ceiling fire, wires in the ceiling that just...
Like an electric fire?
Yeah.
I don't
that
think
happened...
it was an electric fire. I think it was a ghost fire.
Yeah, no, the ghost just got mad at whatever priest was in my house and just decided to burn it down or something. But yeah, so I believe in ghosts. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
I do have, one more question.
Okay.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
I don't know what I believe in terms of the afterlife, because I feel like if there was some divine being that created all of us, we wouldn't really be able to comprehend all of that. So I don't think if I necessarily believe in the existence of heaven or hell or purgatory, any of those, I don't think that anyone's got it right. I think that we will probably find out. Maybe it's reincarnation, who knows. I think it'd be funny if when I die, I become a ghost, because I would do so many
unhinged ghosty stuff.
I would love to just start haunting someplace and just absolutely messing with people,
Mm-hmm.
Either that, or I would just be reincarnated into a frog or something, I don't know. We don't know.
I'd be okay being reincarnated into a frog.
I'd be okay being reincarnated as long as I'm not a person. I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so.
Alright then. Thank you for your time.
Alright, bye-bye. Hi, this is Len. I'm interviewing Darren.
Hi, I'm Darren.
Darren is not from Mill Creek, he's from East.
Olathe East,
Olathe East, yeah.
specifically.
Yes, specifically. Anyway, so I know that you don't have a ghost story specifically to share, but would you like to give your thoughts on the afterlife?
Yes. So, personally, I believe that every afterlife that could possibly be out there is out there. I believe if you believe in heaven and hell, you're gonna go to heaven or hell. You believe in reincarnation, you're gonna be reincarnated. But personally, I believe there's like this big space that you go to after you pass away with like a bunch of doors. And you go through these doors depending on which religion you believe in. And that door will correspond with how your afterlife is going to go because of the beliefs of that religion.
So like Nightmare Before Christmas?
If the holidays were religions, yes.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.